Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
We have already started here.
Now it's Isak. Koundé. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft, and that's where he should be used to greatest effect.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Very nicely done. Lewandowski.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Played out wide.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
That's a corner kick.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Terrific header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's had it nicked away. Could move up a gear here. Koundé. And this is Lewandowski. Now it's Isak. And it's McAllister. Looking to play him in. That's been slipped through. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Now it's Wirtz. It's a good spell of possession, this. Gavi.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Looking for the run. Gavi in acres of space out wide. Isak is onto it in a flash. And here's Yamal. And here's Rafinha. He has a look up. Lewandowski ploughing through the middle. Mohamed Salah.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's a pretty loose pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Lewandowski. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Out to the right.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And the through ball. Chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Gakpo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Lewandowski. And this is it's Lewandowski! Magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Barcelona are back in business.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Gakpo! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Yamal. And here's Gakpo. McAllister. McAllister's cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. Wirtz. Can he finish? He's scored! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So we're just settling back into this second shot, surely! Oh, taken with style! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Frimpong. Balde kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Mohamed Salah. Passing nice and neat. Threads one in. Van Dijk. And it's McAllister. Now there's a fine ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Can he finish? He scores! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Ferran Torres, and the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Showing good feet. Koundé.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Ferran Torres.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3, el dorsal 23. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18. El dorsal
Ferran
2.
Torres.
Se va a
And
realizar
he
un
cuts
cambio
out
de
the supply.
jugadores.
Referee's given a throw. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. That has not gone well. And here's Lewandowski. That's tidy. The referee's awarded a free kick. He's having a good look here. Might be danger here. Isaac. Endo. Szoboszlai. That looks a decent ball. Martin. Into the last quarter of an hour. a lovely, neat pass. Distributed tidily. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Passes short and sharp. Gravenberg. Endo. Can he spark a counter here? Good ball, good take. Great vision. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, what has happened here? João Cancelo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Yamal. Some really good ball movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Opts for safety. Gomez. Played into space. Oh, delightful ball. And he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. It's out for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Ekitike. Time added on 4 minutes. João Cancelo. And it's Rashford. Now it's Ferran Torres. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter, and a picture-perfect occasion until the word pride gets a mention. And it's likely to have quite a big say between teams that could easily be sucked into an excuse for another feud. Why let an exhibition match get in the way of that? So these two will be going at it.
Real chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Foden, and it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Liverpool have reclaimed it. Isak. Nicely spread. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Rodri.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Reinders. And here's Foden. Foden. Reinders gets into some space. Rodri. Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's whipped it across. Gravenberg. Looking to play him in. That's an errant pass. Frimpong. Well seen. Saw that coming. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bernardo Silva. Here's Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp. Haaland! Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. And it's Frimpong. And he's picked out the run. And he welcomes it in. And it fits! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Vert clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's there to clear it. This looks promising. Now it's Gakpo. Great chance! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Liverpool heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Ruben Dias. Stones. That is ended up in no man's land. They get a throw in. Wirtz. Nicely weighted ball. And the ball is out of play. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Isak. And that could set him on his way. Now there's a fine ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Isak really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Backward it goes. There's the shot! Has another go! Now, who's going to be first to this? And again! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up! And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Liverpool are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And the game has already resumed here. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Haaland. Oh, he's found support out wide. Foden. That's tidy. And that is out of play. And that interception was most necessary.
That's
decent chance! No mistake! And they are right back within touch! So is this the start of a comeback? Reinders knocks it into space, and it's Ake. And this is Bernardo Silva! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Bernardo Silva. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mohamed Salah. He's shifting through the gears here. Wirtz. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And here's Marmoush. He's in a great position here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 7, Fritz. Coming on the field, number 14, Chiesa. Number 8, Soboslai. Substitutions taking place.
Konate attempts a clearance. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Decent progress down the left. He's picked his way through. And here's Isak. Liverpool do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, well played. Robertson aims beyond the defence. Now it's Haaland, distributed tidily. Rodri. And it's Ake. And here's Doku. Marmoush. Doku. And he's in on goal. Good ball, good take. And the cross comes in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Now it's Doku. Gravenberg. Robertson. Out of play for a throw. McAllister given the lift of his goal. Now it's Isak. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been won straight back. Robertson cuts it out. Now it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Isak. And he's found a way past. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Plays, he gets big! Cherki. Now Semenyo. So, what can they make of this? Looking tidy in possession here. Mohamed Salah. And no, he's seen through all of that. And here's Marmoush. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Semenyo. And here's Marmoush. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Haaland. Haaland, and the shot! They've scored! With so little time left, grandstand finish!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Mohamed Salah. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Mohamed Salah providing an outlet on that flank. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Liverpool have their third corner. Mohamed Salah with the short one. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. I'm ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Delivers with whip. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's played it back. Brilliantly cut out. Adweke. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, someone whose career I've watched with real interest, Peter, is Odegaard. Having seen him break through at such a young age and having so much pressure thrust on him, I really think that the time he spent outside Norway has done him a lot of good. And look how much he's developed.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Martinelli. Odegaard. Zubimendi. Played back in. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saka. Spread out to the left. And the counter is on. First quarter of an hour gone. Knocks it out wide. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
That's a good ball out wide. Rice. He's picked his way through. Rice. Bellingham. He's tried one! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Foden. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Saka. Martinelli. Rice. Martinelli. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Madueke. Oh, well played, well played. Kane. Foden. And it's Bellingham. And here's Kane. Kane! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Taken back almost at once. And here's Martinelli. Back into the middle. Bellingham. Now it's Palmer. It's Saka. Now it's Palmer. And here's Kane, looking to play him in. Decent chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Alexander-Arnold. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. And we have our very first corner. He's got full.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Saka. It's a promising position. The cross. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Madueke. Odegaard. Rice. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Palmer. Now it's Kane.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Zubimendi. And it's Rice. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Bellingham. Palmer. Zubimendi does well to get it back. Martinelli bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, what a ball!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Saka, tries to play it through. Saka in acres of space out wide. Shot, surely! It's a goal! And finally he has breathed life into the game! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 20,
So the first moment of real
number
significance.
33,
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Substitution in progress.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's managed to get free. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
England are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Played out wide. He's in a good position here. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's found takes a shot! And it's in! Arsenal are level. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 72 minutes is number 8, Martin Odegaard. Substitution for Arsenal, number 12, Turnbull. Coming on to replace him is number 4, White. Substitution for Arsenal, number 41.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field is
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. The ball has bounced loose now. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
England really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Saka. Ødegaard. And he's being shifted off it. Chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Arsenal go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Saka was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Quality ball. 5 minutes left on the clock. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Watkins. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And he shoots! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Time added on, 4 minutes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that is as far as it goes. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And already we're underway here. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Now it's Doué. Now it's Dembele. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. João Neves. He's on it, can he get away? And that has left him in a heap. Doué, and he shoots! It's hit the upright. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Doué. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Not the most accurate pass. João Neves. And it's Doué. Kvaratskhelia! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far...
Shot a goal! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Fabian Ruiz brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Doué. That's a throw. Pedri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Shot, there's the shot! Cleared without complication. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Tries to get it clear. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Ruiz. Good ball, good take. Look at the space here. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Baina. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Now it's Doué. Oh, perfectly measured that. And his chance, surely! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Pedri. Paris Saint-Germain heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now it's Baina. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Neves. Nuno Mendes. That's an imaginative pass. Knocks it into space. Yamal. No way through there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lenormand promptly onto that, and that is that.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Baina. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rodri. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And the first 45 minutes are up. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Paris Saint-Germain go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And he's picked it up out wide, and it's Ruiz. Nice bit of trickery. Good take, hits a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 29. Attention, changement.
And that has put paid to that. Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into... chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
No, that was never going to make it. Now it's Yamal. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's been cut out, well played. It's a really well-measured ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Dembele looking understandably energised after his goal. Now this could be a chance. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Paris Saint-Germain find a position of real strength now. He has found the way. It's Morata! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Paris Saint-Germain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Fabian Ruiz. Probing pass. Mendes calmly anticipates. Well, that pass isn't the best. Vitinha. Now it's Yamal, looking to play him in. Vitinha. João Neves. Now it's Vitinha. And he's away. Oh, good spread. Kvaratskhelia! A whisker away from making it 4.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Fabian Ruiz tries to clear. And that's gone loose. And now they can spring out of defence. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. And that's been intercepted. Oh, super ball! And a chance! Well, that is remarkable.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Pedro Porro. Here's Rodri. Pedri. Marquinhos. Hakimi. Nicely spread. Back into the middle. And they've got rid. And here's Dembele. Some really good ball movement. Pedri.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Tries to play it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Paris Saint-Germain are almost home and dry now. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. Out to the right. Now that's well seen too. Vitinha. Looking for options for movement. And it's Ruiz. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He is through here. Now it's Dembele. It's Dembele! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Shoots! It's a goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And the number on the board is 3. Looking for the run. And he's found a way past. Real chance! And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Paris Saint-Germain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And that is that. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Kvaratskhelia picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.